Greetings, horror fans. Welcome back to Scream Scene. As you can tell, we are doing a little bit of a different intro setup here because I am not alone. And I'm not just talking about the ghosts living in my bedroom right now. I am talking about a special guest who's reacting to this movie, a movie that I have not seen, surprisingly. But I will tell you all about that story a little bit later. But first, let's introduce our special guest, the stud with the scruff himself, Rob W.
The stud with the scruff. I love that, man. Thank you. Thanks, Larry. Thank you so much for inviting me onto this. This is my all-time favorite movie.
Really? Ooh.
It's a movie I go back to time and time again. And just real quick, all through my life, I've been to like film school and film clubs and hanging out with friends, and the question always comes up, what's your favorite movie? And it's always like Pulp Fiction, Goodfellas,
Dick flicks, as I'd like to call them.
Dick flicks.
The opposite of chick flicks. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but but like Titanic, whatever.
Okay.
And I'm always the dude who's just like Dawn of the Dead. And then everyone's immediate response is like, oh yeah, Mekhi Phifer, Zack Snyder, that movie's cool. And I'm like, no, dude, no. The original, man. And I'd say about 99.9% of the time, they're just like, oh yeah, I never saw the original.
Ooh, I guess I'm part of that 99.9% then. But here's the thing. Here's the story about this entire Night of the Living Dead franchise. The first of the franchise that I ever saw, interestingly enough, was Day of the Dead. I remember being a kid and we rented it, from the video store, the local bootleg video store.
Yeah, the mom and pop shop.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. Oh God, I miss those. Because you discover a lot of really great stuff in those places. But anyway, so we watched it when I was a kid. I remember watching it over and over again. My favorite scene, of course, was the arms coming out of the wall dream sequence where the girl was like, oh. It's like the lamest reaction to a horror scene ever.
That's pretty good.
And then the second of the universe that I ended up watching was Night of the Living Dead, the remake, the one directed by
Tom Savini.
Tom Savini, yeah, the makeup artist, yeah. So that was the second one that I watched in theaters in 1990. And then eventually I ended up watching Night of the Living Dead for the first time when it was shown on television. And then eventually, with the Diary of the Dead and the Land of the Dead and all of that.
Yeah.
But Dawn of the Dead, the original, I never actually got to watch it because, and I know people are going to like flame me in the comments because I was like, I've seen the remake, so I guess I don't have to watch the original now, which I know is not true. I know it's not true. Do not take away my horror card, but considering that this is like the pinnacle of the franchise, as they say, it's like Romero at his most accomplished as a filmmaker.
He teamed up with Dario Argento, and I think he wrote this movie spending time in Rome and stuff. I don't know. There's interesting backstory to this movie.
Yeah, that probably explains like the Italian influence in the acting and also the presentation of the film, because from what I know, it's very, very different from Night of the Living Dead, obviously, because that was in black and white. But this one has a lot of Italian giallo influences to it, so that I'm looking forward to seeing.
But for such an iconic movie, I mean, everybody knows the name Dawn of the Dead, and yeah, the remake helps, but it's such a beheld movie, but a lot of people haven't seen it, and it's not really easily accessible. It's not really on streaming services. It was never playing on cable when I was growing up. I never saw it on any channels. Yeah. So it's weird that this legendary film is still unseen.
I am so excited to watch this for the first time. And you have seen this, obviously. And so you're going to be my guide, as I was your guide with Psycho in our last reaction. So you just feel free to give any insights, any backstories, and like curious trivia about the movie, because I am a sponge and I am interested to learn everything about this movie.
All right. Well, yeah. Totally. I mean, I've seen this movie over 40 times, but still, every time I watch it, I find myself like finding some new stuff to love.
All right, so I guess here we go. We're on our way to watching Dawn of the Dead. Please, for all of you out there watching, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and to Rob's channel. He's got a whole bunch of amazing horror reactions over there. And get notified for future updates. And, of course, leave your comments in the comment section below because I love hearing from you guys, even the ones who often take the piss out of my teeth. So let's go ahead and do this, and let's get into Dawn of the Dead.
Right.
Carpet. It's very Tarantino. Oh, and the slow zoom? Wow.
You already know.
Yeah. Wow. See, already you can tell from the colors it's very Suspiria coded.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing this is it's kind of like a reimagining of the news broadcast from the original Night of the Living Dead, as if that took place in the 70s. Or is this a literal continuation of Night of the Living Dead?
No, it's
Oh, there's Romero!
There he is. Yeah. It's a sequel, but it's also just redoing the the epidemic happening, but set in the 70s. So it's kind of a remake, but it's a sequel. And you got this news station just going crazy because this is what it really would be like, man. People just don't know what the fuck's going on.
I used to work in television, so this whole situation is very, very familiar to me. So this is already happening. We're in the thick of it now.
Yep. I'm imagining this is probably like day 2. So it just hops you right into what's going on. You got this sleazy producer. Of course, he wants the number. He wants the clicks. He wants to tune in. He doesn't care about people's well-being.
I guess nothing's changed.
Yeah.
So is this also a case of like people aren't believing that this is actually happening? They're kind of denying that this whole thing is going on? Because it looks like they're like arguing whether or not people are believing what they're saying.
Yeah, I imagine so. I mean, they're just. I mean, can you imagine if you never heard of anything like this going on before? You're like skeptical, and you're wondering if it's all a hoax.
Very COVID coded.
For sure.
We've got to nothing, friend.
Oh, they can hear you.
Survive. Somebody's got to survive.
Maybe you should go to a corner and do your secret getaway plan where you're not surrounded by people, because it just defeats the purpose. Ooh.
All right.
You can tell Romero is using that budget.
Oh yeah.
Let's blow all that low-life little Puerto Rican and asses right off.
Okay, buddy.
Yeah.
No need for that language.
How the hell come we stick these low-life bastards in these big-ass fancy hotels anyway? Shit, man, this is better than I got.
Well, there's a reason for that. You're a piece of shit.
So it's always weird. It's like, what are we doing here? It's like a SWAT team.
Oh, this is like, oh, whoa.
Good headshot there.
Good headshot, definitely. So it's just like a hostage situation going on inside?
Yeah.
In the middle of a zombie apocalypse? Get your priorities straight, buddy. Oh.
It's funny because he was just giving a pep talk. He was just like, don't freak out when we get out there. He's like, he didn't even last 2 seconds.
It's interesting that this sequence exists in this movie purely because of the time that it was made. I mean, this is where we have like the Dirty Harrys and the Charles Bronson movies where this violence on screen was like a selling point. So Romero knew what he was doing. He was making a movie that needed to make money.
Yeah, it just throws off your expectations. You think you're going into this monster movie and all of a sudden you're getting that
a shootout.
A crime movie up front.
Come on, you little bastards.
This racist SWAT cop. I mean,
what is he even doing? Oh my god.
Oh, he's gone ape shit, man.
That's one of the best headshots ever.
That was not a headshot. That was a head obliteration.
But yeah,
Jeez.
this dude's got to go, man.
Oh, definitely. Oh, don't tell me it's gonna be one of the survivors. Oh.
Uh,
Oh wait. Oh wait. Does that mean that every single person that they killed is going to be coming back to life now? Oh yes, there it is.
See, like, look at this dude's reaction. That's his first time seeing a zombie. He's like, "What the
Yeah.
fuck is this?"
Oh my
Shoot it,
gosh!
man.
So this is how they
Shoot it in
find
the
out there's
head.
a zombie apocalypse. Oh! Ah, useless gun. Meanwhile, Diana
Yeah,
Ross
dude.
over here is getting a bite in.
And the way this is all choreographed, it's just chaos.
Jeez.
Here we go, man. Get ready for it.
Love it.
Took it. God,
Oh
dude.
man.
Those effects still hold up, man.
Definitely, yeah. But that's the thing that modern filmmakers don't get with doing everything in post is that those will not hold up. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter how good they are today. In 20 years, when we're doing like 24K television, it's gonna look like shit.
Yeah. If you've seen Romero's post Day of the Dead zombie movies, I mean,
Yeah.
that stands true.
Oh, I believe this is going to be our lead character, our Ben of this universe.
What? Just because he's black?
No, because he's the best actor that for the role. I'm going with Romero's original stance.
Yeah, that's Ken Foray, dude. He's been in the black guy. He's been in a ton of stuff.
Yeah, he was also in the Dawn of the Dead remake. He was the newscaster.
He was. Yeah, you're right.
The when hell is what's that? When there is no more room in hell, the dead will walk the earth guy. That's him. Oh, not a priest. What are you doing in there? Smoking some ganj? He's hotboxing himself there.
Just let me pass.
Let
I
me
go
pass.
up the 7th floor to find my sister.
That guy's Italian.
Annie have died last week on these streets. In the basement of this building, we find them.
Oh no.
I have given them the last rides.
Oh no, that's a horrid waiting to happen, isn't it?
They're in the basement.
We must stop the
Wait, does he have one
killing or
leg?
we lose the war.
He has one leg. Oh, okay. I know it's not kosher to point that out these days, but it's right there.
Oh, you just opened the door.
There's Romero's signature zombie hand through this something shot. Oh, one interesting thing I like to point out though, you see most of the zombies are African American actors, right?
Yeah.
And you can tell from the makeup that it doesn't match their skin tone. Not because they're dead. It's because at this time there were no makeup shades for dark-skinned people back then.
Yeah.
So they had to make do with like lighter skin foundation and makeup and mix it in with like some other stuff just so it could match their actual skin tone. But oh my god.
Dude, this is nightmare fuel. Walking into this cage.
Well, it's a good thing they're tied up.
And you hear that goblin score, that dum
Yeah.
dum 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 dum.
Which honestly is the basis for most horror scores nowadays.
Why do these people keep them here?
Because they still believe there's respect in dying.
So these two just met, but you can already tell they're like,
Yeah, there's a mutual respect already and sort of like a recognition of each other's abilities
mhm,
to deal with situations.
yeah.
Ugh. Oh, that was a good cut.
Yeah, good transition.
Yeah. I do remember one scene, just one scene from this movie, which I'll get to when I see it. Yeah.
I hope that's Roger.
Is it just me or does that guy kind of look like Hugh Laurie a little bit? House.
He does, kind of, yeah. Good call out. Yeah, he does.
A little harder on the fuel, but we'll
So
be
we
okay.
got the squad here. 2 SWAT officers.
Hey, you got any
We
cigarettes?
got the helicopter pilot.
You got
And we
the
got the news reporter. Yeah.
Yep.
Where you headed?
downriver. We got an idea. Maybe we can make it to the island.
What island?
Any island. What about you?
Yep.
Where are you headed?
Straight up.
I always thought that's actually a good idea. Go to an island. You know what? Zombies can't swim.
True, unless they're already there, as we learned from the end of the Dawn of the Dead remake.
True. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's the thing. What Romero postulates here is that this is no longer an infection thing where you have to be bitten to become a zombie. It looks like this is more Walking Dead rules where you die and you automatically turn into a zombie.
Yeah, it's almost just in the air. It's like
Yeah,
chemicals in the air or whatever. I don't know.
exactly.
They never really
So-
explain it, which I like.
Rednecks are probably enjoying the
Oh,
whole
this
thing.
is interesting. This is kind of mirroring the last part of Night of the Living Dead.
Yep,
It's
we're getting
almost
the
like a remake
rednecks.
of those scenes. Yeah.
And the rednecks just having fun,
About 10 or 12 men in the woods.
drinking beers, shooting zombies, hanging with the boys.
Yeah.
Seems like a good time.
So it's interesting how at the end of Night of the Living Dead, it felt like there was some kind of hope that things were going to get better, like things were under control. And it's nice that within the first, what is it now, 15 minutes of this movie? Yeah, just 20 minutes of this movie, it looks like we're heading in that direction again, completely unprepared as to where this movie is going to go.
Yep.
And this is also after the Vietnam War, so there's so
Sure.
many. The military complex is like a thing during this time, so there's so many analogies being explored here.
Oh, dude, I wrote a college thesis on this movie, man. There's so many layers to this. It's like an onion, dude. You can peel
Yeah.
it. Like
That's the thing with a lot of horror movies.
this
People
scene
often-
alone. These people just
Yeah.
look. He's just like, I missed him. They're just like shooting
Yeah.
what once was innocent people. I mean, it's fascinating.
Yeah. No, exactly. I know what you mean. It's like it's so easy for us to remove humanity away from a person when it suits us. Oh, I think this is the scene. That I'm talking about.
Ah, shit, man. Damn, they're empty.
Well, it's ExxonMobil. Of course it's going to be empty.
I haven't seen an Exxon in forever.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's a reason for that. Oh! Uh,
You gonna help him out?
yeah, come on, girl. Don't be a Barbara and get some action. Ah, interesting choice in music score. That sound effect.
Yeah,
Ooh. What the hell kind of a...
I know. They're setting this guy up to be kind of a dodo. Like,
Oh, he's like the bumbling idiot of the group.
yeah, he's incompetent. Oh, this is so good.
Yeah, this is the scene that I saw.
That is still amazing.
That is amazing, yeah. Thank
That-
goodness you're short.
Yeah.
Oh, children. Oh no. That's not fair.
Those
I mean,
are
low-key, they are kind of adorable. The way they just ran out like that, like Daddy.
those were apparently Tom Savini's like nieces and nephews, or like little.
Oh.
Yeah. So
That's
it's all
awesome.
family. Like everybody in here, everybody knows each other.
Almost didn't get out of there.
But
Getting out of here
yeah,
fine,
the,
people.
the way
As
that
long as
scene
you're
was
not turning those
done, the
things
opening
around,
scene, it's just like
Wasn't one of those things.
when you think it's over and you're like, all right, I can relax now. It's like, now there's zombie kids coming at me. And it's like, okay, they're done with. And then there's another zombie coming through the door. It's like, oh man, dude.
Yeah. And it's just that whole 30 minutes, the first 30 minutes of this movie, it almost feels like its own movie.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Now we're going into a different chapter.
We
now.
haven't even got to the mall yet.
Exactly. I was waiting for that. It's like, isn't this whole Was it set in the mall?
This is an epic movie, man.
Hell is it?
Looks like a
It's a mall.
shopping center. One of those big indoor malls.
But you gotta think, back in the 70s, like, malls were still new.
Exactly. Yeah, you're right. Everything was just like strip malls and mom and pop stores. This is the first time people have this structure to look at. Yeah.
Oh my God.
No chance. Forget it. Let's get out of here.
Wait a minute, they can't get up here.
Yeah, and we can't go down there.
Let's check it out.
Gotta at least check it out.
Yeah. And also there's still a few of them. I think you can outrun a few of them, but when it's a lot, ooh.
Yeah. It does have that, yeah, we'll talk about it later. About the,
Yeah.
What are they doing? Why did they come here?
the
Kind of
subtext.
instinct,
Mm.
memory, what they used to do. This was an
There
important
you go.
place in their life.
This was an important place. So they go back to the mall because it's familiar, it's comfortable to them.
It's kind of sad to think that once we are removed of all of our faculties, consumerism is still top of mind.
Unfortunately, I think it still would be true.
We were talking about your snacks earlier. Let's show the audience what you have.
Well, I have a Christmas staple since we're recording this in December. And I'm still waiting for this brand to sponsor me. I got Christmas tree cakes from Little Debbie. What you know about that, Larry?
I'm familiar with the brand. I've never had them before.
Oh, dude.
But I've had some similar, like boxed cakes, like covered in chocolate. And yeah, I've had similar to that. But those particular brands, we don't have those here. So
You haven't lived until you tried some of this trashy little cake goodness, man.
It's what it is. It's a gas station mini mart cake, and that in and of itself has its own charms.
Sorry, I didn't get this from the Ritz.
My snack is something that I saw on one of your reactions. As soon as I saw it, I was like, I need to try that out. I actually had to order this from the US, so it took a while before I got here. It's the Mexican street corn Cheetos.
Woo! Those are fire.
I know. I'm saving these for tonight, when I am good and altered.
Well, people think I'm altered all the time, so I should be dude. If you were altered and had this whole box of Christmas tree cakes, it would go down. The whole box would go down.
By the way, this mall is giving me so much childhood nostalgia. The malls that I went to when I was a kid looked exactly like this.
If malls were still this cool, I would still go to malls.
Oh my god, they even know the foot trick.
No.
Yeah, just shoot. Oh, now they have a weapon. Oh my gosh.
Another good transition there from George. I don't think the zombies know how to work guns.
I don't think so either. But you know what? All it takes is just one slip of the finger.
Look at how fun this is. God, you got free reign of the department store. How fucking awesome would that be, man?
Oh my gosh. I've literally had dreams about this where I'm alone in a shopping store.
Nice.
Okay, that's nightmare fuel. Jeez, that face. I like that there's a bit more levity this time.
Yeah.
because I guess Romero kind of like learned his lesson how traumatic that first movie was. He's like, we gotta lighten it up a little bit. 10-year-old kids watching our movie like scarred for life, so we gotta make it a little bit lighter this time.
Well, just the aesthetic of the movie. It's colorful. It's kind of bubblegum. It's poppy. It's like, you're in a mall, man. This is fun. I don't know what this guy's doing, man.
He's attempting to be useful.
You see zombie in the background.
Yep. I love how much he pushed the colors to like a Yeah, like a dreamy bubblegum. Like even the flame of his match had
Mhm.
like a pink hue to it. And remember, this is all done chemically. Not there's no color grading back then. There was like a special formula that you had to put to make a certain color pop out more than others when you're developing your film. So the precision that you had to have, because once you develop that film, that's it.
Yeah.
You can't do anything with it. So you have to know exactly the formula that you're going to put in your stop bath and your chemical compounds and all of that. Otherwise, you have to reshoot.
This dude's just shooting at shadows.
And now it's ricocheting all over the place. He's like following it. What are you going to do, duck when it comes at you?
I don't know what he's doing.
In the
Click,
head. In the head.
click,
Well,
click.
of course. What are you doing? Okay.
You got the one bullet.
Now what?
Yeah. God.
Flugelhorn
Fucking-
stinger is hilarious. Wow.
Yeah. Ken Foray. His character's name is Peter. Is such a badass. If I'm in a zombie apocalypse, I'm drafting
Yeah.
him number one. I know.
Zombies could do the mannequin challenge. Dude was literally like
I
waiting
know.
to pounce.
I know. I never understood that.
Oh,
Here we
yes.
go.
Cover.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Check out the radio. See what's happening.
Oh man, some kind of passageway over the tops of these stores.
This guy has been studying these floor plans for like 30 minutes now. Jeez, do something else, buddy.
Hare Krishna.
Well, he's bald, so he's not so hairy, Krishna. Ba-dum-psh.
You'll be here all week. But yeah, you found
Hold the door.
the routes for the air ducts. So he's useful for something.
I know where the tools are. Why don't you grab that stool over there?
Oh, okay. When he said, I know where the tools are, he literally meant the tool department. I thought he just like saw a toolbox somewhere. Oh, girl, snap out of it.
But Steven is the helicopter pilot. What kind of boyfriend is that to leave his girl like that? Without
know,
any
right?
weapon? Just because he wanted to show off and be one of the boys? Oh, you know what that is.
Come
Oh, they need the guns.
Hell yeah.
It's something else that I kind of like wondered about the remake. Like, why wasn't there a gun store in that mall?
Because there's no gun shops in any malls.
There's one in ours.
No way.
Yeah. It's like a hunting store. Yeah. So they
It's like
have
a
like
Bass Pro
blinds.
Shop.
Yeah, they have like blinds and camouflages and all of that. And then they also sell rifles. Okay, dude, any more blue and you look like Dr. Manhattan. Without the muscles and the exposed penis, of course. Kind of reminds me of Moby a little bit.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
And also the principal from Community. He's like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Why did I leave
Don't no, blow her leg off. This guy's shot. See, that was a nice touch there. Just a zoom.
Yeah.
Like a piano sting. But yeah, that scene always unsettled me when I would watch it as a kid. It was just like unnerving. It's like, oh man. So you're defenseless. It's just
Exactly.
one zombie, you know? It's
Yeah.
just one.
Wait, are they eating caviar in Stilton? Wow.
Caviar and they got the Jack Daniels.
Ooh, it's a
Toss
party.
that around.
These creatures cannot be considered human. They prey on humans.
They do not prey on each other.
I love that what he said there. How because they don't harm each other, they're not considered human. What does that say about humans? Right?
Yeah.
But these are our family members or our
I mean,
Yeah, I
this
need to
guy
know the
is.
story behind
They
that
will not
that eye
respond to such
patch.
emotions.
You gotta give me more context, buddy.
They must be destroyed on sight.
I mean, the more I've seen this movie, the more that guy. At first, it was like, oh, this is like Fauci, and then he's almost spewing out some propaganda, some like weird.
Exactly.
He's sending some weird message to people. Like, I don't know. I don't know if it's negative or I don't know.
Yeah, and it's also this idea that, again, going back to the whole removing the concept of humanity and making it easier to kill somebody. Like I truly believe that word, that speech, word for word, verbatim, was used to describe eradicating a certain group of people that a particular government does not deem human as well.
Sure,
So it's like it's scary, and what's even scarier is it's still going on to this day.
definitely.
If anything happens to you, we have to be able to fly out of here.
She's right, man.
She wants to learn how to fly the chopper.
But do they have enough gas though?
And I don't want you to leave me without a gun again.
Yeah,
He's like,
you learned that the hard way. What are you all pissy about?
I know. Get over
I
yourself,
just might be
dude.
able to figure out how to use it.
So they're gonna take these trucks and they're gonna block off the entranceways to the mall, so the
Okay.
zombies can't get in. So
So
just
they're gonna
park them right in front of the entranceway. So there's
Yeah.
no way. And I like this little.
I really like this actor's performance so far. He's very like very chill, cool guy. I love that their
Yeah.
energies match perfectly. And why is he following on the in the helicopter?
Well, they're gonna drop one because it's gonna take two trucks.
Come on,
Here's the
man.
tricky part: getting from truck to truck.
What the hell? He's like, "Don't touch my face."
You can tell this dude's going a little.
Dude, land already. You're wasting fuel. Or does he need to pick them up again?
I think no, he does need to pick them up again because
Oh,
after
okay.
they drop the next truck off, he's gonna get in that truck again, and they're gonna land it. Yeah.
Gotcha. Oh no, oh no, oh no.
Roger's going a little mad here.
It's like one of those things where you try and compensate for your fear.
Charisma, yeah, like
Yeah.
confidence. Like we got this. Yeah,
Yeah. But deep down inside you're like literally shitting your pants.
yeah. Watch out, Roger.
Come on, Roger. Get your shit together, Roger.
Oh, dude, there's a ton of them.
Oh, nice.
Head up!
Oh, don't.
Head up!
No, I think it's in his mouth. I think the blood's in his mouth. Oh no.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh no, it is in his mouth. Does that count?
Nah.
Ugh. Now he's feeling it. Oh, now he's back.
got this,
See how
man.
he
We
just
got
switched
Spidey
like
out.
that?
Yeah. Yeah. He's like.
You all right?
Perfect, baby.
Yeah.
Oh man,
You look
Roger.
fine.
Yeah. You're losing it, buddy.
Oh, God.
What?
Oh, Jesus.
You forgot your gun? What?
My bag. I left my goddamn bag in the truck.
His bag with the keys.
Oh no.
Now, you're not just playing with your life, you're playing with mine.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you straight?
Well, the way he looks at you,
Yeah.
probably a bit bi.
But no, that's some tough love, some real right there. Like, dude, quit fucking around here, man.
Because it's like he goes from one extreme emotion to the next. Because you're either really, really happy, really, really angry, or really, really scared.
Yeah.
But you kind of have to be level-headed the whole time. Otherwise, you're not gonna make it.
Alright,
Oh, come on!
Mm.
Oh no, not Roger.
That second bite, man.
Neil deGrasse Tyson just took a huge chunk out of his leg.
He did look like Neil deGrasse Tyson.
You gotta
You're-
cut that leg off, buddy. You just cut it off.
That's it, man.
And your arm too. You're done.
Oh yeah,
You're done.
I think that's it, he's done. It's interesting that he's the first person to get bitten by a zombie in this movie, right? I mean that will eventually turn into a zombie that we've seen. Because usually at this point in zombie movies, you probably have like 2 or 3 of them already turned, but he's the first one.
Well, that's what's so great about just having a small cast like this. You know, you really get to know every character, and you fall in love with them. But you would think that the pilot, as incompetent as he is, like clearly he'd be the first one out.
So do they not know that once you get bitten, you turn?
I think they kind of do, but again,
they're just waiting. Yeah.
This is all new to them too. So.
Oh, he's gonna burn his face off, isn't he? Don't tell me.
God, dude, get out of there, bro.
What is happening? What are you doing? Jeez. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. What's happening? What's gonna happen? Okay. Sheesh. There's a nun too?
There's a baseball player in there. Yeah.
A couple of business people. Maybe have a pimp or two. I don't know. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Have you not learned your lesson? Don't leave your body parts sticking out. Jeez.
That was on Peter, man. He should have been watching for him.
Thank you, child. What is it, you face? Are you familiar with that joke?
No, I don't think so.
From The Sound of Music.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
When Maria was like in the convent trying to hide, and it's like Mother Superior was like, "The Abbey is no place for hiding. What is it, your face?" She was saying, "What is it you can't face?" but with a British accent.
I don't remember that.
He's taking a while to turn, though. That's amazing.
Hoping they'll just go away after they find they can't get in.
Interesting. That was an interesting little touch there. He said they move on to somewhere else when they find out that they can't get into a certain spot. So there is some intelligence. There's still some logic going on there.
But man, what a cool idea from Romero. Like, remember those model cars? Like, let's use that. Like, you've never seen that. And that's in the remake, they didn't do that. I mean, they should have done it.
Yeah, that would have been cool to see.
Used like a Hummer or something. Man. It's headshots.
Yeah. What's wailing? Was that a baby?
They cleaned up the whole place.
Nice. Okay, what are you gonna do with that?
Morphine for our boy Roger.
Wait, where do they find morphine in a mall?
This is like the best mall of all time. They got a pharmacy there. They got a gun store.
They got morphine. I mean, might as well have like ecstasy and cocaine.
Yeah, it sucks. Yeah, I always thought Roger was my favorite character growing up because I could relate to him. I grew up like short, and I always considered myself like a tough guy when I was growing up. It sucks to see him go down like this.
Oh yeah, which kind of like makes sense when I think about it, because the whole idea of you kind of have to die from the wound first. But if your wound is kind of shallow, then it would take longer for the virus to spread and then eventually kill you.
Yeah,
because that's the difference between these zombies and the infection
like
zombies.
28 days later.
Yeah, where you have to die first to turn into a zombie. But in those movies like 28 Days Later, you don't have to die. You just turn.
Yeah, I also think the infection in here speeds up the death process. Like, I don't think he would have just died naturally from those 2 bites.
Yes, you're right. You're right. So what I
I
mean is, yeah, when I say it takes time for the infection to spread, it takes time for the infection to become lethal.
yeah.
Yeah, like to turn that wound lethal. Because obviously, if it's just a scratch, you're not going to die from a scratch. But if it's a scratch from an infected zombie, that wound becomes lethal through time. But if he died like falling down an elevator shaft, he would instantly turn into a zombie. Yeah.
Falling down an elevator shaft.
I don't know.
First thing that came to your mind.
Yeah. Oh, don't put him in the food. What are you, nuts?
Yeah, I always thought that was weird.
Yeah.
Don't you think that would contaminate the food?
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm not Ted Bundy. I'm not going to eat a chicken out of a fridge where you put your severed head in. Ooh, jackpot,
Even
literally.
though the world is done and even though the world has ended, it'd still be nice to have a ton of money. I always like this shot where it's just go through the
Yeah. At least they're still following, they're following the rules, if you will.
look at these old school games.
I know. That is the one thing that I feel so bad about this generation of kids. They'll never experience the joy of going to an arcade or a video store or a record store and just spending literally an afternoon.
Yeah. I don't know if you were paying super attention to that moment though. I always thought that was interesting though because like he's on the brink of death here. And there's that weird moment where it's showing like he's playing this game, it's all fun, and then it's like going into hell and it's like red and black and then it just goes back to life. It's almost like symbolic a little bit. It's just like, dude, like you're on like
He's kind of like
that's
fading in and out of consciousness and reality.
yeah, it's almost like
Yeah.
don't forget you're dying here.
Yeah,
Like you're having
exactly.
fun at the arcade, but you're almost dead. Yeah, it's something I never picked up on when I was younger, but as I've watched this, I'm like, Romero is telling us something there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's why I think that when you watch movies as a young age, at a young age, and love them, there's a reason to go back to it because your perception changes throughout the years, and you get to understand it more, and there's more depth. But then there's also the opposite, where a movie that means so much to you when you're a kid, and then you watch it as an adult, and you're like, why the fuck did I like this piece of shit?
Totally. I have so many movies like that.
You take care of me when I go.
This is great acting here.
Save your
Yeah.
strength. I
Man, that scene there where he's
don't
just
want to be walking around.
it's probably his last moment of actual clarity where he's like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna try not to come back. It's like
Yeah.
you can try as hard as you want, but
Yeah.
it's heavy.
Oh
Huh?
no.
Well, I can think of one other alternative.
He's not moving.
Yes. Since they
Well, now he is.
Yeah.
So the guy with the eye patch, that's not Francis Ford Coppola, is it?
It does look like him though.
Oh,
Sound like just a bunch of people talking about
This
the
is not
science without
political
actually
rhetoric. We're
figuring
not
it
And
out.
they use
This is not the
Savini
Republicans versus
used
the
the
Democrats.
heavy makeup
Giants
on
in the
this
hole.
one.
Oh yeah.
Economically, or we're in another.
And then there's like zero light. There's like zero sunshine. There's like zero joy as when he
Mhm.
was alive.
Yeah, just emotionless.
Yeah.
Unemotional.
Quiet.
Had to put him down. You got to imagine Peter is like, man, I lost my buddy, like my wingman. Now I'm stuck with this dude who doesn't know how to shoot a gun, and her emotional. She's
Wait, did he just bury me in the courtyard of the mall?
where else are you gonna bury him?
But when things go back to normal, the owner of the mall is gonna have a big surprise in their hand. Oh, this is interesting. It makes it seem like it's a time jump and they're at a restaurant and everything's back to normal. That's so interesting.
No, it's just a restaurant at the mall. Peter just misses his buddy.
Hmm. Pour one out for the pour
Yep.
one out for the homie.
Oh, he's
His
proposing.
Wouldn't be real.
Wow, she just shot him down quick.
I remember watching this with my ex and her saying like, "I'd dump this dude and go marry Peter."
Yeah. And she's showing. Damn, so it's got to be at least
Yeah,
7,
couple
8
months. At least like 3 or 4 months.
No, I think that's more of like a 6-month belly there. So
Really?
if she was a
Okay.
couple of months pregnant, yeah, this is probably 4 months later. Yeah. And they look like they've situated themselves. They've like furnished the place and everything.
Yeah.
It's like, wow. Oh, and dude's doing pickleball upstairs.
That's not pickleball. It's like racquetball.
You know nobody's gonna pick that up. Oh no. They're still coming.
That's another great transition there from Romero.
Yeah.
It's like because we forgot about the zombies there for a good like 10-15 minutes, and then that was a great like boom, like cut back to reality.
Now she looks like she's also losing it.
But here's some homework for you, Larry.
Yeah.
Next time there's like an action scene or anything going on, take note of what I find like why I really like Romero as a filmmaker is he's all about just getting coverage. Like let's get this shot, like let's just move on quick. He wasn't like one of those Scorsese or Kubrick's where he's like we need to do like 60 shots of or 60 takes of this one shot. Romero was like, all right, we got it. All right, let's move on. So like next time there's like an action scene, just notice how many quick cuts, like the coverage that he takes on. But yeah, in that last scene, you could almost see they're falling victim to just being way too comfortable.
Yeah.
In this environment, they're almost zombie like themselves.
And these assholes, who are they? I mean, I know who this guy is. But there's like 20 minutes left in this movie and they're introducing new characters. That is ballsy.
Well, you didn't think they were just going to have this mall to themselves the whole movie, did you? Come on, man.
Sure, but I was expecting that to happen earlier in the movie, maybe like halfway, but we're well into the third act now.
The radio! All right,
Oh my God.
Biker gang.
Yeah, they look like trouble.
Yeah,
you don't
sure.
think they can hear you?
I think we should.
Jesus Christ, shut up and listen.
It would be smart, yeah, not even to respond to them, though. They're coming anyway, though.
See, this is why you create a pen at the entrance, fill it with zombies, so that if they do decide to break through, you have your guard dogs.
Yeah, they should have done, like, booby trap this place up.
Yeah? Because like you said, they're not the only people left in the world.
God, look at this fucking gang, man.
Sheesh.
It's like the Hell's Angels coming to town.
I don't wonder why it took them that long to find this place.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
The free ride's over.
Yeah.
So what? You gotta defend this place, right? See,
now
we're entering the third chapter of this movie. I always like to think this is like a movie of 3 chapters. It's like the first chapter is like before they get to the mall. The second chapter is them getting in, and it ends. The second chapter ends when Roger dies. Then the third chapter is like the bikers are raiding this place.
Look at these zombies lining up like they're at a meet and greet. This is not a movie premiere, dude. Swarm! Swarm!
God, you know, Peter's just like, man, I wish my boy Roger was still here. It's fun to have Savini in there.
I loved him in Perks of Being a Wallflower. He was really good in that movie.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say From Dusk Till Dawn.
Well, yeah, that too. But, you know, those are the type of roles that you kind of expect to see him in. But in Perks of Being a Wallflower, it's like, what are you doing here?
Listen,
With those bay doors
God,
open,
with
there's
this
gonna be
music, I thought
1,000
Shaft
zombies
has
in
entered the
here. Better
building.
take the heat off us.
Did it? Did it? Did it? do 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 do. They're in though.
Yeah.
God, man.
Sheesh.
You imagine how much fun that must have been for. Because I
Oh
think
yeah.
they casted just like local bikers in the Pittsburgh area.
Oh, so these are probably all of their own bikes.
Yeah, yeah. Like they were open casting call, like to. They probably went to a bar and they're just like, "Hey, you want to be an extra in the movie? You get to ride a
Yeah.
bike around in a mall." And they
That's
were like,
awesome.
"Hell yeah!"
Do I remember it right? I think I read somewhere that this mall is still around, or
Oh
has
yeah,
it been
yeah,
shut down?
yeah.
Oh.
It's in Monroeville, Pittsburgh. Yeah, you could still go to it. It
Oh.
looks a lot different than it did back when they
Yeah.
shot it, but there's still parts of it that look the same.
I wish that there'd be like some kind of like horror, not just horror, but film preservation society that like preserves iconic locations of movies. Cause this counts as history.
Definitely. Well, if
They're
you
just
were,
robbing the zombie. This
yeah.
is crazy. Oh my god. Yeah, no, those pies don't
Yeah.
even.
Need a pie fight in here.
Yeah. But then again, it goes back into the whole idea of not seeing them as human. But
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
even worse. They're not just. I mean, it would be better if they just shot them in the head and killed them, but now they're actually making fun of them. And now
See,
Stephen
this is
King
what
is here. Wow.
we shouldn't be so much worried about the zombies. Like
Yeah.
other people are way more scary.
Just stay out
So
of sight.
You see there,
the
they
bikers
know
They
don't.
that
don't care about
Oh,
us.
they
do
know
they
they're
know?
there now.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Flyboy blew their cover.
Now we've got a war.
Did that zombie
Wow.
just clothes Lion?
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
this is iconic. Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
this. I've seen this. This is amazing.
You know how they did that effect?
Guessing it's reverse.
Yeah, they shot it in
Uh,
reverse. Just old school filmmaking. I love like practical effects like that.
it still works. Like even if you know how it works, the impact isn't lessened in any way. And that's what makes practical so amazing to see is that yes, I know it's a guy in a rubber suit, but at least it exists. CGI, you don't have that no matter how real it looks, you know it's not there. You know it doesn't exist. You know the actors are reacting to nothing. Was that guy carrying a mannequin?
Hell yeah. Tuck and roll. Dude, Peter is such a badass.
Well, what they don't know is that they've been here longer, Peter and the rest of the gang, so they know the ins and outs
Oh
of the
yeah.
store.
Yep.
Wow, really? A saber? You can jump. You can reach it. Come on. Did I miss it, or did somebody turn the lights out, or is
Yeah,
it just a generator?
one of the bikers hit it by accident.
Oh, okay, yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, that
there
was
you go.
nice. Oh no. What? What? No. What?
Not good. Ooh.
Ow!
Yeah.
Ooh, that was a good effect.
Atta boy. Nice.
Oh, that
Down goes Savini.
dude, that was a dangerous stunt. If he had landed on the fountain spout, that would have
Yeah.
impaled him.
All right. Even the bikers are just like, we're out.
Meanwhile, they're all like, "We just spent 4 months clearing this place of these zombies, and now we're gonna have to do it all over again." Well, he seems unconcerned.
He almost kind of looks like Dario Argento a little bit. Oh, you're dead. Now, this is. You gotta check your blood pressure, man. I don't know what he is thinking.
Oh, nice. Okay, that was good. You see how when he jumped up with both arms, and then he realized, "Oh wait, I
Yeah,
forgot.
like I
I am a
can't lift
shot. I
this arm.
can't lift this arm."
Now we're getting the
Yeah, digging
classic
those guts.
Romero.
Yeah, dig those guts, man.
This happens in almost every Romero movie.
Yeah. Oh yes, love that. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! That's also an iconic shot. Them
Yeah.
walking into the elevator like that. Yeah.
Just when you were starting to like him too.
But isn't that the case though? Even with Night of the Living Dead, as soon as Barbara grows a pair and starts helping out, guess who
Yeah.
takes her out? Her brother. Jeez.
He's like, should I go back?
No, I don't think so. Eesh. Good. You got Woody Harrelson. That's good. Now see, his wounds are lethal. The virus isn't what's going to kill him. He's going to
No,
bleed out and then becomes a zombie.
the neck bite? Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Oh, please tell me it's going to be a zombie baby. Please tell me it's going to be a zombie
It is
baby.
good.
Don't tell me.
Man. Romero.
You have
is...
no blood pressure.
Oh, that's iconic. Yeah.
Wow.
Damn.
Oh, that's
I remember
insane.
seeing that for the first time and being like, whoa, holy
Ah.
shit, dude.
Look at this. I mean, I know there's a lot of like symbolism with this sequence right here. The idea of at the end of it all, consumerism is not what holds America or the world together. Everything is just gonna fall apart. Doesn't
Yep.
matter.
We'll see how Steven remembers. They blocked off that passage.
Oh wow.
So there's still a little of memory there.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's the end that's coming. And they're like the velociraptors from Jurassic Park. They know how to open doors. This lady nurse over here, she's getting a lot of screen time.
Yeah. She goes to conventions. She's on yeah, she's like the celebrity zombie from Dawn of the Dead.
That's awesome.
Poor Steven.
No.
Ooh.
Finger is on the trigger too, so well, I thought I was gonna get at least one shot out, but okay.
That was a crazy headshot there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Peter wants to stay, I guess.
Oh no. And she can fly the helicopter, so she's good. Yeah, but Peter can come up, right? He doesn't have to stay. He just climbs up, kicks the ladder, and then they're good.
He doesn't want to go though.
Meanwhile, that other guy's still holding the gun.
Oh yeah.
He hasn't dropped since he picked it up.
And they're
See?
climbing the ladder now.
Peter, why did you not tip the ladder over? What? Just go, girl. Just go. Oh. Interesting how he's in the same situation as Ben from the original movie, locking himself. Wow.
Here comes the dawn. Oh, change of heart.
Oh, wow. Good, good, good. And I love the triumphant music too. It's so out of place, but I love it.
Yeah. Get out of there.
Don't. They're gonna
Take
bite. They're
the-
gonna bite. Do the
Don't leave
helicopter
just
blade-
yet.
Do the helicopter blade thing where you're like, slicing everybody.
She's not that skilled that she can do that. Oh, dude, those kicks, man.
Wow. Oh, I like this one better.
Peter, you son of a bitch, man.
Yay.
Why you gotta be so dramatic?
Wait until the last second? Jeez. What?
I love it.
That's how it ends?
I love it. I think that's a great ending.
Wow.
Great movie.
Okay. Wow.
Bravo.
Okay, so that was Dawn of the Dead, the OG. What I want to ask you, though, is when was the first time you saw this movie?
I saw it after watching Night of the Living Dead, which I was a massive fan of. I saw it at a little sleepover with me and my cousins, and then after that I was just like, I need to see more of these zombie movies. So I went with my parents to go to Blockbuster, and I was like, okay, that's a zombie movie, and it was Dawn of the Dead. And we watched it, and within 15 minutes, that SWAT scene happened with the big head explosion and the guy spouting off a bunch of racist stuff. My parents were like, dude, we're turning this off. And then the next day, I was a latchkey kid, so after school, there was a couple hours before my parents came home from work, so I just kind of snuck in and finished the rest by myself and absolutely fell in love with this movie. I just think this movie has everything. It's got comedy, it's got action, it's got a little bit of romance in there. It's got horror for sure, gore. It's thrilling, suspense. I mean, I really do truly think it fits all the genres of everything.
Whatever type of film fan you are, you're gonna find something to like with this movie, which kind of like is why horror gets such a bad rep, because people always assume it's just one thing. But horror is quite possibly the most textured narrative there is in cinema, because it has to take a lot of inspiration from several different aspects to be able to present the world that they're trying to present.
Yeah, it's just, it's trash.
Yeah.
Like, why? Like, you watch something like this is not trash. This is good cinema.
Exactly.
And I mean, I feel like all the characters were really fleshed out. You really got to know and understand all of their motives, what's going on inside their heads. This movie is so cool, man, and it demands repeat viewings. And I bet the more you watch it, like the more you'll fall in love with it.
You can tell that this wasn't like any movie that was made at the time, which is at par with the original Night of the Living Dead. You get so fully invested in what's happening because apart from the common knowledge of what's going on, we know it's going to be set in the mall, we know it's a zombie movie, we know there's like the zombies on the ice skating rink trying to walk over it. Like you know the touchstones, but seeing it in its entirety in the context of the movie and discovering the characters and discovering their journey, it hits differently. And also the fact that Romero still insisted, rest in peace, that he never had any like social or political leanings behind these movies, but I think he only says that to give credit to the viewers who bring in those insights to the movie. You know what I mean? He doesn't want to take credit for what you see in his piece of work.
This whole movie is genius. It's great. So
yeah.
Thanks for watching with me, man. I always love like sharing this movie with other people.
Thank you for allowing me to do that. When I asked you what movie we were going to react to for our next collaboration, and you suggested this movie, I remember thinking to myself, have I seen that movie? And then I realized I haven't, so I'm like, oh, there's a reason why I haven't seen this movie, because I have to watch it with you. So thank you for gracing my channel and providing all of the insights that you have with this amazing film.
Oh, well, thanks again, Larry. It's always fun chatting with you.
Hopefully next time we'll watch something that we both have not seen. So start making your lists, I'll start making mine, and then let's trade info for the future, okay?
Definitely.
So that's gonna do it for now here on Scream Scene. Thank you all so much for watching. Do remember to subscribe to the Rob W's channel at the Rob W and watch his amazing reactions, especially his reaction to Last Shift. Oh my god, that is my favorite reaction of yours, because you literally had no idea what you were getting yourself into.
Oh man, that was a banger.
Again, that's at the Rob W. Go check him out, watch his videos, like his videos, and subscribe to the channel. And that's gonna do it for now here on Scream Scene. Say goodbye, Rob.
Bye.
Thanks, guys. I'll see you again next time. And until then, keep screaming.